I heard there's going to be a Meet the Fockers 4.
We're working on it. That's yeah.
I need that in my life. I didn't know that your father was an artist and a beautiful gentleman, by the way, if I may say that. Look at him. Now, I mean, I can see why you had so much swagger. Like, your dad's very attractive. I feel weird saying that to you, but he's got charisma. Or Riz, as the kids say.
Is that what they say now?
Oh,
Riz,
yes,
yeah.
Riz.
And my daughter made me read a whole list of expressions so she could show her friends and have fun laughing at me about it.
See, and you were game.
I did it, yeah. I said, just don't send it around. Read it to you, show it to them, but don't send it everywhere.
So your daughter is literally like, Dad, I need you to... Yeah, did you learn any other words?
No, I didn't want to. I said, okay, these are the words that you guys say these days, fine.
Because I said fire the other day, and they were like, that's dead.
Yeah, sure.
And I was like, on fleek? They were like, oh, God. One thing also I wanted to ask you about is I had seen this article of yours, I think it was from 1975, and you're talking in it about wanting to be, to put yourself out there. I think it even says like you wanted to be, you were honest about wanting to put yourself out there and say, I want to do this, I want to be a star, I want to go for it. There was moxie in it. Was it intimidating to say your goals out loud?
I don't remember that. But the only thing I think it was when I was a teenager. I mean, I wanted to study acting when I was 10 on weekends for about a year or so, or maybe more. Then I stopped, and I started when I was 16, and I took it more seriously. Then I stopped for about a year and a half. Then I stopped again, and then picked it up again when I was 18, seriously, where I consistently did it. When you want to be an actor, you see the famous, I was with a friend of mine one night, we saw, I think it was Some Came Running or something. I said, I want to be an actor. And so, of course, the idea of fame is there. But once you're in it, you see there's so much more to it than that. That's, like I tell everybody now, you have to enjoy, if you want to be an actor, don't think about being a movie star or any of that. You've got to really enjoy the moment-to-moment process that you're going through all the time, the characters you're playing, this, that. That's the only way you're going to really get through it and do it. And whatever, if you start working, great. I used to watch these television shows when I was a teenager. I said, well, those people, the cowboy shows and stuff, and the ones that were at that time. And I said, gee, that person can do that. I mean, I could do that too. It doesn't look so bad to me, so difficult. So that is at the most, but you can't expect to, and I tell everybody all the time, my own children, if you're going to go to a reading and expect not to get it. Expect not to get it. So the only thing I would say is that try your best, go for it, take chances, because you're not going to get it. And the only thing what would happen is that people would notice something original that you did. It wasn't quite what was needed or wanted, but say in the casting director's case, I'd say the casting director is more important than the director because they work with a lot of directors. They'll say, I have somebody who's interesting. They're not necessarily right for this part, but you should meet them. So that they'll meet that actor because they were interesting. And you never know what happens. The director could change their mind about the person saying, well, I had this idea about how this part should be played, but now that I see this actor and what they do,
yes.
So that it's important, but it's not easy, and you got to stick at it and just enjoy doing things also, like off-Broadway, off-Broadway, if you're lucky enough to get into off-Broadway, you're lucky to get anything, something where people can see you.
Okay, 0 Day is out, and everybody's loving it.
Oh, great,
it's like
great.
People are freaking out about 0 Day. It's everywhere I turn. Everybody's loving it so much. And it seems like, yeah, that's going to happen. Everybody, the Alto Knights are in theaters. Please watch this brilliant performance, a dual performance by Robert De Niro. And thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.